Hey guys, Metal Jesus here, and I am back again with Kelsey Lewin.
Welcome to Vegas.
Woohoo!
We are here at Pink Gorilla Games in Las Vegas. We are just a mile from the Strip in Las Vegas's historic Chinatown area, and I am so excited to show this place off.
That's right. We are going to give you an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour. We're also going to be there for the grand opening, and honestly, I think you guys are going to want to come visit the store when you come to Vegas. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, welcome to Las Vegas. This is a brand new Pink Gorilla Games store right here in Las Vegas in Chinatown. We are at 4089 Spring Mountain Road. Let me show you the place.
Now, I suspect that there was a lot of work getting this ready to go, right?
Yeah, a ton of work, and Cody, the other owner, has really been kind of the boots on the ground guy here. So he got all this paint up on the walls. He built these shelves, clean and tested and fixed all of these things. So, I did a lot of random logistical stuff, but this store was totally built by Cody. And so,
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Cody, because he's done a ton of work here and it looks really incredible.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of it.
It's awesome.
So we've been preparing inventory for the store for a pretty long time now. We've done a lot of really big purchases to prepare for this. So the co-owner Cody has been buying out other game stores, other giant collections, and so we've kind of amassed like a huge amount of stuff here. I would say this store maybe has more in it than I'm not gonna say every Seattle store, but it's got more stuff in it than some of the Seattle stores for sure. So we're really excited to be able to show all of this stuff off. And gosh, it's just, we've been working on it for so long, just getting all of this stuff together. So we carry everything here, everything video game related, all the way from Atari 2600, as you can see here, and then PS5 as well. It's kind of fun that they're right next to each other, actually.
I love the Atari section.
Here is our NES wall. You might see on some of these that we have a new save battery installed. So that's that is a service that we offer, and we will do automatically on any game that has a little save battery in it. That's how some of these old cartridges maintain their saves. So we'll do that even for the really cheap games, like $5 NBA 95.
You know, somebody will care.
Somebody will care.
Somebody will care.
Absolutely. And we just want to make sure that, we're cleaning and testing everything as we're doing this. We want to make sure that when you go home with a game, it's actually working. So same with all of our accessories here. We have this beautiful accessory wall with so many different colors of stuff. I hope we can maintain it looking this nice forever.
All of those Xbox 360 controllers, I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. We also carry some new games as well. We're going to have all the big new releases, take pre-orders and stuff as well. We've also been getting more into trading cards. So we've got not only Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, but we've also started carrying Japanese Pokemon cards.
And Pokemon's been popular, right?
It's been very popular. It's becoming kind of it's kind of the hot thing right now.
You guys did a midnight release or something, or like a release day.
Yeah. So a lot of the trading card games now will have like kind of big release days. So we've been having to actually start limiting the amount that people can purchase so that people don't come through and wipe us out. But as always, we carry a bunch of really cute stuff from Japan. So these are all just little Japanese gachapon, but instead of having to put 500 yen into a machine and not know what you're going to get, you can just pick which one you want.
Nice.
Yeah. And we've got a ton of handhelds, which I'm extremely excited about because handhelds are just so ridiculously popular right now. We have many, many prepped for the opening. I don't anticipate that we will have this many all the time, but I'm very excited to have plenty of handhelds for the first week or two here.
And a lot of games.
Lots and lots of games, and we do have imports as well. So we've got a bunch of 3DS games, but then also Japanese 3DS games, Japanese DS games. We just think it's fun to have variety,
What handheld are you seeing other than the Switch as kind of being the handheld right now?
I would say either 3DS or Game Boy Advance is kind of like the big ones right now. Yeah.
What about the GameCube?
The GameCube is always so popular. And it's a console that didn't sell particularly well, so there's less of everything out there, which is, you know, that makes it extra hard to collect for.
But it is cool.
Yep.
And you got your Wii.
Lots of cool Wii stuff here.
Oh, and look at here. What is this?
Oh, this is just a book.
Yeah.
It's just some book written by some lady. I wrote this book about Animal Crossing.
So you're obsessed with Animal Crossing and Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Is there a book on Monster Hunter yet?
There's not one on Monster Hunter yet, but I'd feel like a little bit of a fraud because I started playing in the 3DS era. You know,
not the PSP.
I wasn't a PS2. I tried it on the PSP. I didn't have the correct hand for the claw grip for that. So, but yeah, I wrote this book on Animal Crossing. All the copies we have in the store right now are signed.
Nice.
So feel free to pick one of those up.
Also, what's up with the Double Fine? What is that?
It's Psych Odyssey. Have you seen this?
No, what is that?
Okay, so Psych Odyssey is a 30-plus part documentary about the Double Fine team. They had a camera crew embedded in their office for years, capturing everything.
A lot of people picking their nose, I bet.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, just moments. There's stuff in here that you would think that a lawyer at Microsoft would, like, lose their mind about, like, head would explode.
Yeah.
And I don't really know how they got away with it. I don't think anything like this is ever going to happen again. It is so fascinating. So this is a huge, like, deluxe box set.
Yeah.
It's got a ton of discs in it. And
you have an ungodly amount of them, too, which is cool.
yeah, we're giving one away. We're giving a signed one away at the grand opening. And so we just thought it would be fun to also carry them. This is a re-release. It was originally through Limited Run Games, and then they did a second print of it. And I think this is one of the coolest documentaries of all time. So
I'll have to watch it. That's really cool.
You'll be watching it for days.
Yeah, I bet.
So we've got Vita stuff here. We've got PSP. We've also got Japanese PSP. We've got a pretty decent Dreamcast selection here. Yeah. Japanese Saturn. We've got a bunch of PlayStation 1 as well. And then that brings us to the rare case. We've got some really crazy stuff in the rare case right now. Probably the craziest one, and we've had to censor it a little bit. But this game is called Germs, and it is basically, if you've heard of the LSD Dream Emulator Japanese game, it's just kind of like a trippy, weird experience. It's kind of that, except it's also a horror game that's got some like Twin Peaks references in it. It's very
uncommon.
Yeah, it's a very, very strange, very, very rare one. I want to say a YouTuber did a video on it to kind of like, you know, make it blow up and make people kind of start paying attention to it, but super crazy rare one. There's definitely some cool stuff in here, but I actually think one of the neatest things is just that we have an absolutely insane amount of complete in-box N64 and Super Nintendo games. And this was, I think, all just one giant trade or one giant purchase. But it's a really cool thing to have on day one, this many. For sure. And it's good titles too. It's things like Kirby 64, it's Paper Mario, Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon Snap, Star Fox. I mean, it's really, really cool stuff. That, you know, normally we'd
Star
see.
Soldier. That's one of the few shoot 'em ups on the N64.
Yeah, we'd normally probably have like 6 or 7 of these at a time, you know, maybe a little bit more than that. So to have just like this many of them, and most of them in really good shape too.
I mean, most of the collectors that are going, I mean, they're holding on to them, right? So,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of people who are getting out of their big complete in-box collection all at once, you know. It's maybe, I'll sell these 2 or 3, and that's kind of how we normally see them come in.
But I like the variety in here. You've got everything from the original Xbox, you have some 360 imports, Switch. I mean, you have that Wii Fritz chess.
Yeah, this is a very strange one. It's one of those, it's just rare. It's not like, oh, this is the chess game to have. It's just crazy rare.
Yeah.
It's, you know, that's for collectors only kind of.
Right, who are going for a complete collection.
Yeah,
they need
exactly.
that one last game.
So this structure, well, I'll say in general, this store is built of a lot of pieces that we've found have worked throughout making and improving these stores over the years. So this structure is pretty similar to the one we have at our Capitol Hill store, which is a big plush and keychain wall that also contains a gorilla pit with all of our little pink gorilla plushies and pink dinosaur plushies. And at Capitol Hill, this is actually behind the counter, but people are always trying to kind of like, you know, they want to see them. They want to grab something out of a pit here. And so we were like, you know what? Let's let them grab the gorillas out of the pit here. So we'll see how that goes. But this whole structure here, I mean, we've got all of these awesome Japanese keychains and everything. But around the front, this is basically just to be super enticing from these front windows here. You want something really big and colorful and eye-catching. And maybe I'm biased, but I think the perfect way to do that is just with a big explosion of color, cute video game character plushies. You know, we get almost all of these from Japan, and they're really nice quality, and they just look so cute through the window when you're looking at it across the street.
Cody, you're proud of something. What is it here?
We have added 360s to our game store in a way no one thought possible.
What?
Even the plushies.
You have this technology? I don't believe it. Oh, that is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
So we've got a ton of consoles, maybe even like way too many consoles prepared for the grand opening here, because we've had so much time to prepare for this. Cody has been fixing these consoles for months and months, so we have so many, even some shell swaps, which is not something we normally, I would say, have time to do, but he's had some time. So there's even some cool, like a Super Nintendo with that cool aftermarket shell there.
I've got a couple of those as well.
Yeah,
so
I think
cool.
that one looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again, not something we normally do, but it's
Including
cool to
the
have a few of
Dreamcast
them.
down there.
Yeah. So lots and lots of stuff. All of these, of course, are cleaned and tested and come with a controller and all the cords. You know, we want to make sure we send you home with something that'll work right away. But I'm very excited that we also have a Vectrex.
Ooh, Vectrex.
That is not something we always have in stock, and so that's a super cool thing to have. But
You didn't point out the Atari Jaguar. Not as cool?
No, I mean, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool to have. Down here we've got a lot of our boxed games here. So we keep all the discs and the manuals behind the counter, but as you can see, we've got a ton of stuff. I am particularly excited about this PlayStation 2 section.
Yeah.
This is a very nice looking PlayStation 2 section right now.
Yeah, and some games, again, I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
And again, some import stuff down there too.
Yeah, I mean, you have import games for, I would think, almost every system.
Pretty much everything, yeah. Not a lot of import original Xbox right now, but that's, you know, there's not a lot of
Few
import
and far
Xbox
between.
stuff in general.
Right. So what's up with the Legos at the top there? What is that?
The giant 2-foot by 2-foot Lego pink gorilla you
What?
made? This is over 8,400 Lego pieces, and this was actually done by Cody's mom.
Very
She
talented.
put that together.
That took a while.
Welcome to behind the scenes back here. This is...
Where the magic happens.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to point out, again, this store has just been like everything we have learned over the years, kind of all in one, and it's been really nice. So this is our really nice resurfacer, and the one problem we always have with this is that as you resurface, it dumps out used disc water into the bottom. And so we usually use like milk jugs for that. This is 2 giant Home Depot buckets, so it's going to take a very long time for this to fill up and overflow.
Interesting.
So, you know, just little things like that.
I would have never
Little things
guessed.
like that. We've got our tester station back here. All of this is where all the like guts, as we call them, for the boxed games are, the disc and the manual.
Okay. All the overflow stuff.
And yeah, overflow stuff.
Okay.
Back here we've got accessories and stuff. We have a repair area
What?
over here.
And he's working on a poker chip.
That's right. Gotta prepare them for the opening day.
Hell yeah.
And then I am really excited about this back room right here. We buy so many of these dang drawers, but they are so useful for organization. We've got all of our keychains back here, all of our plushies back here. These are the bundles for all of our systems. And then of course, this is also going to be a nice little employee break area. We've got a mini refrigerator down there and just tons of storage back here. It is so nice to be organized, and I'm not saying this is going to stay organized the whole time, because we all know that that's unlikely that it'll stay perfect, but boy is it nice to have it at least easy to organize back
for
here.
sure. Including official Pink Gorilla shirts and hats.
Yeah, we haven't found a place for those yet. So we have so many consoles that are repaired hood, even though that case is totally full. We actually have even more back here. And just so freaking many controllers. I mean, look at how many Xbox 360 controllers there are. We really just wanted to make sure that for a brand new store in a brand new state, where we have no way of like, oh, if we start running low on Xbox 360 controllers, we'll just run down the street to the other Pink Gorilla and make sure that we've got some stock. I mean, there's no way of doing that here. So we kind of over-prepared. This is enough stuff to last us probably through the year, to be honest, but I'm very excited that there was just that we had this much time. You know, Cody was able to repair this much stuff and keep this all super stocked and ready.
All right, the store is stocked and ready to go, so it's time for the grand opening, and Cody has a surprise for the first 30 people in line.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. I really appreciate it. First 30 people, we have a special gift for you. It's a tote bag. Inside there's a commemorative poker chip, which you can either keep as a souvenir or you can use it in the store. It's 25% off any item. Doesn't matter how expensive it is or anything. No restrictions. We also have a free t-shirt for you. So we'll just come by, ask your size, and enter your gift. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, what size are you? Large? Cool.
The grand opening was a Thursday morning, so a weekday, and they were not sure exactly how many people would show up, but it turned out that a lot of people were there in line to see when the doors opened, and it just continued to be busy that entire day. So both Kelsey and Cody and the employees were very relieved at the response here. So people seem to be genuinely very excited to check it out. And like Kelsey said, this is kind of a test run for them to have a store that is outside of the Seattle area. You know, quite a bit outside of the Seattle area, right? Like, you know, a couple thousand miles from Seattle. So it's basically kind of a test run to see if they can do this going forward, because, you know, if the Vegas store is a success, they are interested in looking at other areas around the United States to potentially open stores. I mean, who knows? But yeah, lots of excitement in the air that first day and through the weekend, and it was so cool to come down and see this, you know, take off and be there for the grand opening. All right, guys, that's a quick look at the brand new Pink Gorilla location in Las Vegas.
If you guys are ever in Las Vegas, I would love for you to come out here, come check this out. We are just 1 mile from the Strip, and there's a lot of other cool stuff around here too. This is the Chinatown area, so you have some good noodle recommendations around here.
Fantastic food, literally just like right next door. It's amazing. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy this, and yeah, come to Vegas, check out Pink Gorilla. All right, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and take care.